Hi everyone. I think there's going to be a big challenge for me to sit still in this red dot, but I'm going to manage. I'm going to take you on a little journey of how everything started and on the biggest challenges I had during my career and how I dealt with them to be able to achieve my dreams. And I like this theme very much because I feel like my whole life was a dance between my dreams and my doubts. And everything started with my dream. Everything started with my dream to play tennis and travel. When I didn't have a dream, I felt like I had no directions. I was just reacting to life. That's why it was very important towards my career to just have a dream. When I didn't have a dream and I wanted to find out what my dream is, I had to stop everything I was doing. I had to get my attention back from people, from situations, from stories, from distractions, to get my attention back. And I was doing that using my breathing technique. I was very focused on the pause between breathing in and breathing out. And I was repeating this till I got my attention back. And once I got my attention back, I created this space. I called it the silenced mind. And in my silenced mind, I was asking these questions. What do I want to create? What brings me joy? What are my passions? A dream should feel like joy and passion. If it doesn't, keep looking. It's not there. Just keep looking. My dream was simple. I enjoy playing tennis. I enjoy traveling. But as I was getting older, the dream started to get bigger. I wanted to become a national champion. I wanted to become an international champion. I wanted to be a professional tennis player. I wanted to be a Grand Slam player, a Grand Slam champion, #1 in the world, Olympic medalist. These are all dreams that happened step by step. But I had to keep my focus on those dreams. Because as the dreams got bigger, the doubts started to show up. Those unfriendly voices in my head that weren't helping. You know which ones I'm talking about. The I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not smart enough, I need to know more, this is too expensive, I can't do it, I'm alone, nobody's helping me. All these kind of voices. I call this one voice, I'm not enough. This voice was so loud sometimes that it made me quit. Almost made me quit my dream, which is crazy. But I was giving it too much attention sometimes. Was this voice real? That was my question. And I'm going to give you one little instrument to find out. Every time I was hearing those voices, I would take a step back and I would question them. Who's talking? Whose voice is it? Are those my thoughts? Are those my words? Are those my beliefs? No. I never decided that for myself, that I want to think like that, talk like that, or act like that. Never. So if they're not my voice, I don't even care whose voice is that. If it's not mine, I'm not going to give it attention anymore. You know what I'm going to give my attention to? Something real, my dream. I'm going to put all my attention, which is the most powerful instrument I have to create my attention, and I've been using it wrong. I'm going to put it in my dreams. And the journey continues. Throughout my career, I had many lessons and experiences that helped me become a better person and a better player. And I'm going to share a few with you today. Number one, the only moment that exists is this one right now. I cannot control the past. I cannot change the past. I cannot predict the future. I can only be in the now, in this moment. I can use the information from the past to use it constructively in this moment, and I know this moment can influence the future. But my attention is here. What can I do in this moment that I can control at all times? I can always control my intentions. I can always control my attitude and my effort. That's with me all the time. So my responsibility became of being very disciplined with my intentions, my attitude, and my effort. Of course, I was meeting challenges all the time. I was drifting away, losing my focus, losing my attitude, losing my effort. It's fine. Every time I came back. The practice was to always come back to my way. When I was 18, I took a trip with my coach to Germany to meet with this sports agent. This guy was sponsoring tennis players, and our goal was to convince him to sponsor my career, to pay for my coaching and to pay for my travels. We're at the meeting, and my coach starts presenting me how good of a player I am, hardworking. And the sports agent stopped him, and he said, "What is your plan right now?" My coach said, "Okay, we're going to Morocco, and we're going to play these 2 events. And then hopefully we can find the money to play these other 2 in Tunis. That's why we're here. We're hoping you can help us." The sports agent said, "Okay, I have an idea for you. Why don't you go and play those 2 in Morocco, because you have money for them, right? Right. Play these 2 weeks in Morocco, win them, make the money, and go pay for your other 2 events in Tunis." My coach panicked, and he said, "But what if we go into Morocco and we're going to lose first round and we don't make any money?" That's when the sports agent got up, shook her hand, said, "Thank you for the meeting, good luck." I had no idea what happened till days later when I heard my coach telling the story to someone else, and he was saying how that guy didn't believe in us. We didn't believe in us. We were trying to convince him to believe in us and to support us, but we didn't believe in us. So be the first ones to believe in yourselves, to believe in your dream, to believe in your project, to believe in what you're doing. Be the first one. And find the people. Surround yourself with people that believe in you. That's very important. At least one person. You only need one mind, one voice. When it matters, go to that voice, go to that mind. That will help you. And then we get to my biggest dream, winning Wimbledon. Do you guys know what Wimbledon is? Does anyone not know what Wimbledon is? Good. I'm in a good place. Wimbledon was my favorite tournament. My favorite tournament, the most prestigious, and my biggest dream. Now, to create that reality of winning Wimbledon, my big dream, I was using everything, all the techniques I've learned. Visualization, hard work, communication with my team, with my coach, with my doubles partner. And I was working constantly on that. But I knew that in order to create this reality, this dream of winning Wimbledon, everything started in my mind. I had to use my imagination and see myself winning Wimbledon. Why is that so important? Because when I see myself winning Wimbledon, I start creating the character that wins Wimbledon. I start creating the champion. So I was thinking, I was asking these questions. How is Horia, the Wimbledon champion, thinking? What are his thoughts? What are his words? How does he speak? How does he speak with himself? How does he speak with the others? What kind of words is he using? What kind of attitude does he have? Does he have an open attitude to potential, a trusting attitude, or is he closed? That this is impossible, not trusting people. I was writing down in my journal the answer to all these questions. I was creating Horia, the Wimbledon champion. How are his emotions? For many matches, many losses, in tension moments, emotions take over, actions are not as I want them to be, and the reality is different. So emotions are very influential in the action. But can I control my emotions? I discovered that I can. If I think about Horia, the Wimbledon champion, how his emotions are, how curious he is, how excited he is of playing, how open he is to all possibilities, then I can. And his emotions create his actions. The actions create his reality. And I realized in this process that my dream has shifted from wanting to win Wimbledon to wanting to become the guy that wins Wimbledon. And of course, we can't all win Wimbledon. That's just not possible. But we can all become that guy with those thoughts, with those words, with that attitude, with the right emotions, with the good actions. We can all become that guy. And that became my dream, just to be that guy. I played my first Wimbledon in 2009. On July 11, 2015, we took that photo on the center court with the Champions Trophy. So it took a while. That's why patience is important. But I was being patient with my dream. What's more important than that? You know, I can do that all day. And to leave a few keynotes for you that you can take in your lives. I was always the guy who would listen to theory, but then I need to put it in action. I need to try it for me to see if it works. If it works, I keep it. If it doesn't work, I go to the next one. That's what I want you to use. I want you to try it for yourselves. If it works, good. If it doesn't, then you're probably not doing it right. Last keynotes before I leave. Use your breathing technique to calm yourselves down in stressful moments. Breathe to calm down, get your attention back. Your attention most of the time is sprayed in a million things. When you get your attention back, you're more focused on your dream. Ask yourselves the right questions. See your dream and go to action. Make a little gesture. Write in your journal. Go take a lap. Read a page. Do something. Take a little action. A dream without action is just an idea. So go to action. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to take care of this moment. Don't be stressed that you need to figure out your whole life ahead of you. Just enjoy this moment. If you take care of this moment, the next moment will be good as well. Trust me. Risk to grow. You have to be willing to risk to grow. If you're going to sit on your couch in your comfort zone, you're not going to grow. And most important, you're not going to enjoy things. So go out and risk, make mistakes, accept your mistakes. Surround yourself with people that accept your mistakes. Very important. The quicker you fail, the faster you learn. So go ahead and try, risk. And one of the biggest motivator that I've lived, and it's a big power of motivation, share your dream with others. Share your gift, your passion with others. Your dreams, your skills, your passion, they're not made for you to enjoy them in your closet. Just go out and express yourselves. The way you play tennis, the way you play music, the way you study, what you want to create, express it. Bring joy around you. That's a very strong motivator. You're not just doing it for yourselves. And lastly, I realized on this journey that this whole process, this whole plan and learning how to create things, it wasn't for the Wimbledon trophy. It wasn't for the check. It wasn't for the ranking. It wasn't for status. It was just to realize that I'm the dreamer, the architect of my life. So I dream my own life. Thank you.